Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about BattlBox, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so in case you're unfamiliar with who BattlBox is and what they do, they've been out for quite a while now. I've only had two other subscription boxes before. One that I really loved was called Karen Box because it was a lot of outdoor gear that you could get every month delivered to your door. They had different levels just like this one does. So what they have, just so you understand what different levels they have, one of them is their basic, which is $35 a month with an average of $60 worth of gear inside. I got the advanced, which is $65 a month with an average of $100 worth of gear. There's also the Pro, which is $120 a month with an average value of $180. And then the Pro Plus, which is $170 a month with an average value of $287 worth of gear. Now, this just arrived. I have not looked at it yet. I am very curious to see what's in it because what I love about these kind of subscription services is that you'll get to know and see gear that you may not have typically bought or even knew about. But this way you're going to get to try it out and see if you like that company, and then you can get more gear from that company or more things like it. But right now, oops, one more. Oh, there we go. Kind of excited. It's kind of heavy, which I always like heavy. It means there's potentially some really good stuff in it. All right, first things first, we have Peak Refuel biscuits and gravy. I'm not sure how they knew what my favorite breakfast meal was, but they found it. And I've never used this brand of dehydrated meals. I've seen a lot of backpackers use this brand. I've mostly just used Mountain House. But this one has 34 grams of protein per pouch, so that's always good. And I actually really like dehydrated meals. I know some people are kind of on the fence about it. But you get the mission brief, which is going to tell you, I think, everything that's in the box. And so, yep, that's what it looks like. So we'll get to that in just a minute. So first things first, the big one. And I've actually been thinking about getting a shovel. So this is one of the things that I love about these subscription boxes, and I'm just going to say this because this happened with the Karen box all the time. I would be thinking about a new piece of gear that I would want to try out. Not necessarily a specific brand, but maybe a certain tool or piece of gear. And somehow it seems to show up in the next month's box. But this is made by a company called Humvee. I've actually reviewed a pair of their binoculars before. A little nylon bag, belt loop on the back. Alright, looks pretty nice. Got your, oops, guess I need to lock that down. Oh. Alright, you got your sawtooth. Looks pretty nice. I kind of like this. I've never used a shovel much out in the woods, but I've always kind of wanted to take one just in case I needed to dig something. It almost, I would say, it's not sharpened, but should be good for getting through roots and stuff like that. But yeah, so that'll be fun to try out. What else do we have? A cooling towel. So, well, we really didn't get winter this year. I woke up this morning, it was like 38 degrees. It's one of the coolest days that we've had. And it sucked because I had all of this new cold weather gear to test out this year and didn't really get a chance. So let's just go ahead and knock this open. Oh, so it comes with a little bag, which, let's make this awkward. Little mesh zippered bag to come in. And so I live in the southeast, and so during summer it gets really hot. So this could come in really handy. I'm assuming you're going to be soaking this wet. Throw it around your neck. That'll help cool you down because you keep your neck cool, the rest of you is going to get cool. Let's see what's in this. cloth little bag. Okay. Feels like a spoon. I'm gonna guess a titanium spoon. Yep, titanium sport. By Peak as well, so same company does this, I'm assuming. So I kind of make a lot of jokes because I see a lot of backpackers talk about making sure you have a long handled spoon so that you can eat these without getting your hands all in the bag. I figured out kind of early in that if you just cut the bag shorter, you don't need a long spoon, but I have wanted a titanium spoon for a really long time. And now I don't have to cut the bag in half when I eat. So very cool on that one. And last but not least, this is called the Phoenix Feather by Outdoor Element. I have 3 or 4 of their keychains. So I'm familiar with them. Yeah, I might have 4. I definitely have 3. Ooh. Comes with a knife. And so, if you know Tactical Nut, you know I like my knives. Cool little neck knife. It's got a belt clip, so you can definitely put it on a belt. You should be able to tie a paracord through here and hang it from your neck as well. It's not very heavy. Looks like that is also like a little hex wrench for a bit driver. Yeah, very cool. Gosh, I love knives. I haven't reviewed a knife in a while, so this is going to be probably the first one in a while that I'll get to review. But that is it. So I would say for what you get for that price, let's see, the mission brief. Let's go ahead and run through that real quickly. Yep, titanium spork, the biscuits and gravy, gear and fast, because they say, you know, the spoon is $10. The Peak refuel is $13.99, which this is the only downside to backpacking mills is how expensive they can be. Most of your mountain houses are $8 to $10. Sorry about the dog. He can't help but yell at cars. And so it's nice to be able to get to try one out from a brand I haven't tried before. The cooling towel, $17.95. The Humvee folding shovels, $20. And the knife is $40. Now, had you gotten the Pro Box, so the basic was the spork, the meal, the cooling towel, and the shovel. Since I got the advanced, I also got the knife. If you were to get the Pro Box, you would have gotten the BattlBox Hearing Pro. And then the Pro Box Plus, you would have gotten all of that, plus the Outdoor Element Phoenix Talon, $120 value in that knife. If I'm not mistaken, I remember they even contacted me when they were making this knife and asked me questions on what I thought about different aspects. I'm almost positive. I'd have to look on Instagram, because I think that's where they contacted me. So it's kind of cool. So they came out with it. And yeah, I can't wait to be able to get to use the shovel. Not that I, like I said before, do a whole lot of digging, but will be nice to have something small and handy I could keep in the car for whole different lots of purposes. All right, guys. Hopefully you found this informative, and this will give you a chance to make a decision for yourself if this is something for you. I think it's pretty cool, so I think I just did a 3-month subscription, so we'll see how the next couple of months go, and then I'll consider either upgrading or see if it's worth to continue or whatever, or maybe just try a different company altogether. We'll see. All right, guys. In the meantime, be prepared, have fun, and check out BattlBox.